Hello students, I am Saurabh Avasthi, English faculty at Mount Litera G School, Jhansi. So today we are going to start with the chapter of Hornbill, chapter number 5, the ailing planet, the green movement's role. So students, here we are going to study with the chapter which focuses on the deterioration of the earth due to man's insatiable lust for exploitation of natural resources. The earth has been turned into a burning pot and a barren land. The only answer to the problem is the green movement. So here, the author of the story, Nani Palkiwala, wrote an article which was published in the Indian Express on 24th November 1994. It focuses on the deterioration of the earth due to man's insatiable lust for exploitation. So far, the efforts of the environmentalists have gone futile. So here, the author is going to discuss about several different points which we will see in the summary of the chapter now. So let's begin. So here, the author begins by commenting on the great attention received by the green movement in the story. So here, in this article, when he saw that the world's first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand in the year 1972. The movement has been a great success since then because it has worked a lot in favor of this planet which is dying because of human beings. A revolutionary change has come in the perception of the human beings, bringing in a holistic and ecological view of the world. The earth itself is a living organism and it has its own metabolic needs and vital processes which needs to be preserved. But what we actually are doing right now, so we have to see that and we have to take care of this living organism. So here the author have also said that earth is like a patient in declining health. Here the patient means the one who is actually dying or surviving right now. So thus we have to realize our ethical responsibility of guarding the planet, because our planet is of course very near about to die. So here actually what happens after then, the World Commission on Environment and Development propagated the concept of sustainable development in 1987. Sustainable development calls for a well-balanced development so as to meet the demands of the present and not to deprive our future generations from the resources. So here, the author have said again that the man has been considered as the most dangerous being on the planet. However, due to the efforts of a number of agencies all over the world, man is learning to live in harmony with the other living species on the planet. Here, the author also wants to say that the man's existence is shifting from the system of domination to that of partnership. So here, now, another part of the story where Mr. L.K. Jha raised the question, are we leaving our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscapes and ailing environment? So what does this environmentalist Mr. L.K. Jha wants to say with this statement? So here it means that the green movement has made us conscious of our obligation to be good caretakers of the planet, which is in declining health. We should be responsible trustees of the legacy to future generations. Various agencies have helped in spreading the message that man shares the planet with about 1.4 million living species. So here his dominance over other species needs to be shifted to partnership with other species. The first Branded report has raised this question that are we to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscapes, and ailing environment? So this was Mr. L.K. Jha who raised this question to the population of this planet, that what they are doing for this world. So now here again Mr. Brown points out in his book The Golden Economic Prospect 4 principles: biological systems, fisheries, forests, grasslands, and croplands. Actually, according to the author, he wants to say that all these 4 aspects, biological system, they form the foundation of the global economic system. In addition to supplying our food, these 4 systems provide virtually all the raw materials for industry except minerals and petroleum-derived synthetic. And now let's discuss about the overexploitation of the biological systems, where as human claims on these systems are reaching an unsustainable level, fisheries are collapsing, forests are dwindling, and grasslands are turning into wastelands, just because of the demand of the human beings. This system is being hampered by us. Overfishing is common in areas where people are protein hungry. In poor countries, forests are being cut down to meet the needs for firewood. Due to the decimation of forests, several species are on the verge of extinction. The World Bank estimates that a 5-fold increase in the rate of forest planting is required to cope with the expected fuel wood demand in the year 2000. And we are saying that we are losing forest at an acre a second, but it is much closer to an acre and a half to a second now. So here author has given us a vital view of the ailing planet now in this chapter. So now let's discuss about the article 48A of the Indian Constitution states that the state shall endeavor to protect and improve the environment and safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. However, India is losing its forest at the rate of 3.7 million acres a year, and an unofficial actual rate of depletion is 8 times more than the official figure. So now, at last, when the total world population of 5.7 billion is rising each day, the future of human society is bleak. So now, at last, we will discuss about the concern about saving the planet. So here, the author wants to say that the survival of the planet is of utmost importance. A step forward, a better future is awareness about environmental issues. The emerging New World Vision has us in the era of responsibility. So here, a complete transformation is possible if more businessmen take up the role of Chief Environment Officer. And at last, the author wants to say that we must fulfill our obligation towards the sustenance of the planet Earth. We should remember, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. We have borrowed it from our children. So this was the story of the ailing planet, which has been written by Nani Palkhiwala, and now we are concluding this chapter with the moral of the story, that is that we have to take care of the health of our planet, and also we have to control on the growing population, pollution, and different other activities due to which our earth is just dying. So, just to take care of the declining health of our planet, we have to move forward, we have to start movements, and we have to work for our nation, as this is an era of responsibility. So now, this was the end of the story. Now we will meet again with the next video with new chapter. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Thank you so much.